Hi, today I will tell you about the three things that I have learned from the Filipino billionaire Tony Tan Caktiong. Tony became the World Entrepreneur of the Year 2004, so the best entrepreneur in that year. See you in the next part. Hi, my name is I'm standing in front of Jollibee Plaza. This is the headquarters of Jollibee Foods, Asia's largest food service company. They have 2,800 restaurants in Asia. I will be interviewing Tony Tan Caktiong tomorrow. He is the World's Entrepreneur of the Year 2004. And his headquarters, his office is in this building on 10th floor. And I will be talking to him tomorrow. You will see the interview, you will read about it in my book. The recording that you have just seen, I took when visiting Tony in Manila some time ago, and I spent a day talking to him, interviewing him for my book, The $1 Billion Secret, about his success secrets, about his approach to business, to life, to problems, his worldview, his attitudes, his habits, and his skills. So today I will tell you the three things that I have learned from him. Of course, I learned many things, but today I want to share with you just these three things. Let's start. The first one may sound like a cliche, but this is really important in building big things, in building great companies, in becoming a billionaire. This is positive mindset. Tony is one of the most positive people I have met in my life. He doesn't spend time on negativity at all. And he is extreme in this to the point that he doesn't even remember bad or painful things that happened to him. And he told me, I quote, "I always look at the positive side on things." So this is the famous, is the glass half full or half empty? So for him, the glass is always half full. He always looks at the positive aspects of every situation and what is the good about it. And he told me many examples of that. When people, you have to know, Jollibee, right now they have over 4,500 restaurants across many countries. This is the number one food corporation or restaurant corporation in Asia, and I guess they are in top 10 in the world already. And they started just recently conquering Europe. I have seen the first Jollibees in London, but Jollibee is not just Jollibee. This is like 9 or I guess 12 brands already. If you have been to the Philippines, if you have been to Manila, actually at every crossing there are 2 or 3 restaurants from his corporation. Like Inasal is the other one, Chowking. There are several, and Red Ribbon is also a brand owned by them. And when Tony was building his company, in many instances, many times people were telling him, oh, it can't be done, it won't work, it will never happen. But Tony always was positive, always was optimistic that it somehow will work out, and he was just trying. And for example, they tried to go abroad when they became number one in the Philippines, and you have to realize that this is actually the only company that has won with McDonald's in the fast food market. Jollibee is actually bigger and has more growth and more profitability than McDonald's in the Philippines. So they were trying to expand overseas, and they went to Malaysia, they failed. They went to Singapore, they failed. Then to Hong Kong, they failed. But Tony was always optimistic that at some point they will be successful with that. So with every failure, they looked what they did wrong, what went wrong, and what they can improve. And the other thing is, you know, when you have this positive mindset, you consider yourself to be lucky, to have luck. So you just forget about the bad things, about the unlucky strikes of fate in your life. You focus on the lucky things that happened to you, and you consider yourself to be lucky. And Tony told me the following, I will read it to you. I think I am born with luck, so everything I do will be okay. It will turn out okay. And then we do things. And if it is not okay, we just keep on tweaking along the way. So this attitude, just assume it will work. We'll just try. If it doesn't work, let's just improve. Let's just tweak a little and make it work. So this was the first thing that I wanted to share with you. The other thing is the abundance mindset. And this is something that I was talking about in another video, I guess, about investing. The difference between the abundance and the scarcity mindset. I will connect it here and here below the video in the description, so you can check this out and learn what actually abundance mindset is and why is it better than scarcity mindset in investing. And what I notice is that Tony and many other billionaires represent that abundance mindset. And Tony told me a story when at the beginning of Jollibee, of his business, one of his friends who was also in fast food business, he had a fast food company, he told him, why is he compensating his employees so good? Why do they earn so good? Because he told him, you know, everything you can save with your employees, it goes one-to-one to your bottom line. And guess what? The company of this friend doesn't exist anymore. They went bankrupt because people just weren't happy with that. Employees apparently didn't want to work for him. They preferred to work for better companies that compensate better, that acknowledge the performance of the people better. And that's one of the reasons why Tony was so successful, and other people, other companies who had the mindset of scarcity, they didn't become as successful as him. At some point at the interview, I asked Tony about the message he would like to share with the world audience, with my community, with the people who will read the book. And he told me, let's try to share, because things are in abundance. We can share, and the more we share, the more we get back in other things. And Tony is somebody who shares a lot. Actually, every billionaire in my book, every self-made billionaire in the book, The $1 Billion Secret, is also a great philanthropist. And as an example, Tony created the school feeding program. And this is where his company spends money on feeding elementary school students. And they have fed 180,000 students for years on a daily basis. Can you imagine that? 180,000 people. They actually give food or feed 180,000 people mostly in the Philippines, so that the students don't have to worry about surviving, about not having to eat anything, and they can focus on their studies, on their school, so build their future. So this is what the mindset of abundance can do for the world. This was the second thing I wanted to share with you. And the last but not least thing that I want to share with you today, that I learned from the best entrepreneur of the year 2004 in the world, is the following: never stop learning and use every opportunity to learn. Can you imagine that after becoming successful in business. Maybe he wasn't a billionaire at that time yet. He was a multi-millionaire. He had hundreds of restaurants in the Philippines already, but he decided to go to the university again. He had one degree, but he wanted to study management because he realized this is what he needed at that level in the development of his company. So he went to AIM. This is one of the best, if not the best, university in that field in the Philippines to study, to get a degree there, to get most of all the knowledge, not the degree. The degree is secondary and he doesn't really need degrees. What he needs is the knowledge. So he went there to study, and this is not all. Even after becoming a billionaire, even after becoming the World Entrepreneur of the Year 2004, so the best entrepreneur in the world, even after that, he still has the impression and the consciousness that he needs to learn. And he goes every year for 1 week course at the Harvard Business School to learn a little bit more, to study. And of course he reads a lot of business books and other books. So this is how he keeps studying, keeps learning, keeps improving in his life, keeps developing himself. And he told me the following: I think one of the best ways to learn is to keep an open mind and listen and ask the right questions. And I think everybody is a teacher. Every moment is a learning opportunity, even simply talking to your customer or to your employees. So if you keep an open mind, that's when you learn and people will give you good feedback. So use every opportunity, every moment as a teaching opportunity, and every conversation, every meeting you have with everybody, this is also an opportunity to learn something and to learn from that person. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Of course, I learned many other valuable things, maybe even more important things about success on the highest level, on the billionaire level in business from Tony. So all of them I have included in the book, The $1 Billion Secret. I invite you to leave comments. What is your attitude to positive thinking? What is your attitude to abundance mindset? Do you have any maybe examples from your life, your thoughts, your perspective about these topics? What about the never-ending learning? What do you do in your life to develop yourself, to always learn and always become better in your field, in what you do? Leave a comment, share this video with your loved ones, with your friends. One day they will thank you for that. I talk here a lot about how the best entrepreneurs in the world, how the self-made billionaires of our times think and act, how you should think and act in order to become extremely successful in business. I talk also about money, about cryptocurrencies, and also about doing impossible, doing outrageously big things in life and in business. So if you like this video, you will certainly like my other videos. I invite you to watch them. That's it for today. I wish you a fantastic day. Let's do something extraordinary today.